gather in all you swabbies. We're gonna give our review. Let everybody know what we thought. Oh, look at Buffy. She's holding on to her unicorn. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, ladies first, we'll let you give your review.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what you didn't like and what you did like.
Alright, so for somebody that's never played Overwatch, I've only watched it. So I have my own opinions. I don't like that you can't be the same character, because if I want to be a character, I want to be a fucking character. I don't give a shit if somebody else is that character. That's who I want to be. And then the gun is specific to that character. I want a different gun. I don't want to have to pick the character based on the gun that they're holding. I don't like that it's first person. I don't know.
What do you like about it?
It's alright.
It's alright? That's what you like about it? That it's just
I
alright?
mean, it's like they literally took like different games and pieced them into one. I mean, it's got the qualities of Call of Duty with the domination. And like you said, it's got the qualities of Overwatch. And then you're saying it also looks like Destiny when you come in. So it's like they took pieces and parts of other games and smashed them together into one.
I get completely what you mean. It's like it doesn't have its own identity. It's trying to be other things.
Right. So...
Well, that's fair. Fair. So if you had to give it a score between 1 and 10, let me write this down.
Oh, I'm putting it in the keep already, though.
Okay, sweet. Good. So 1 and 10, what's your score?
I'd go with a...
Remember, it costs $39 or $40 US. Or for 3 days early access, you can pay $60 and probably some cosmetics.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
So 4.5?
Yeah, we can do that. 4.5. Because what was the other game I absolutely hated?
X-Define.
Okay, it's better than that one.
Okay, you gave that a 6.
Oh shit, why'd I give that one a 6? That one shouldn't have got a 6.
Everything else that's popular kind of thing. It's like you look at a lot of them characters that are in there and you can directly relate them to Overwatch characters. It's like, okay, that's that. I think the trash can was supposed to be Orisa, now that I think about it. It's kind of catching projectiles and chucking them back.
Okay. And RZA being a character from Overwatch, correct?
Yes. Sorry. I don't know. I think the quality that's there, it could get away with if it was free to play, like Overwatch was. But because they're basically charging, it's not quite full price for a AAA title now, is it? Like $40, you'd usually look for COD, you'd be looking like 60, 70 now, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, $69.99, $59.99, depending. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like it's full price. It's probably what I would judge is what games should be, especially when you go into this whole digital-only marketplace now. It's priced as I would expect a AAA title, but it doesn't have the polish at all. Now, I know this is only beta, but I would expect to see this being the free-to-play knockoff of Overwatch, not being the paid-for version of Overwatch.
Would you say it's the Temu version of Overwatch?
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, but it's like I say, the polish isn't there. It's like you heard people complaining that Power World was a knockoff of Pokemon, but it's really not. It's like, okay, some of the models are the same, but it's a completely different kind of game.
Right, yeah, because you can't even say it's a cheap Overwatch, because you said Overwatch is free.
Yep.
That's free now. Second one?
Okay.
Was the first one ever free, Thor? Did they ever turn it into being free?
I think so, right towards the end of its life, but it was kind of a weird one. They didn't really release Overwatch 2, they updated Overwatch into Overwatch 2, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Did they give everybody, like, because I paid for Overwatch, did they give everybody that paid for it something because of that?
Oh, I think you got some in-game currency. I haven't played it a lot recently, so I couldn't really tell you. But
Well, how much was Overwatch when it came out, when they were charging for it?
it was full price game, so like probably $40.
Okay.
Back when games were like a reasonable price.
Right.
It was $39.99 or $59.99, the Game of the Year edition, or $130 for the collector's edition.
I think the
That was not
like a statue either with it though.
Well, and it says it wasn't even a digital copy. It was a physical copy.
Yeah, because it came with a physical statue of Diva. You know, back when you had proper collector's editions.
And I think that's the thing of the past now, it seems like. Every once in a while, I'll see a game, maybe that's been out for a while, it'll have something. And I think COD is notorious for having like collector's editions, but I think it's all digital now too, unless I'm mistaken.
Well, it's like, and then how are you going to have a collector's edition if it's all digital? I mean, if it's going to be a collector's edition, I want a disc in my hand with a fancy box that it goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will give my review and then we'll be done with this.
Wait, Thor didn't give a number, did he?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to start, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to go lowball. I'm going to go 4. I think I wasn't that impressed with it. I did enjoy bits of it, but I just found myself thinking, it's like, why aren't I playing Overwatch if I want to play this? And Overwatch is free, so
It's an okay game to me. Visually, I always look at the visuals. You know, visually it looks good to me. I think, in my memory, I think it looks better than Overwatch, but it's a lot newer too. So that could be the reason why. I enjoyed it as much as I probably did playing Overwatch. I liked Overwatch, and I like this. Now I was never like a Overwatch like buff or anything like that. I didn't play it enough to get into like all the characters and all the things behind Overwatch. I could see myself, if somebody asked me to play this, I'd play it again. But the caveat to that would be, as I'm not paying. It would have to be free. So if it was free, I would give it a different score than I'm going to. Being that it's not free, that I feel like it is like you both said, it is a game that's trying to be something like me or something else. That it ran great on my machine. I had a couple of little lag things, but nothing that was detrimental to my gameplay. I don't like the fact that, I know it's a PlayStation game, but I plug my Xbox controller in to use it, and it's all PlayStation buttons, what it's telling me to push. And as somebody that hasn't played a PlayStation in years, I had to like literally go and Google the PlayStation controller image to know which ones were which on correlated to the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a ding for me. And then the price, like I would not pay $40 for this, being that Overwatch is free and I can go play it, and I don't pay anything for that. So, and it probably has a better fan base. And we had somebody come in the chat tonight, Mr. Oliver, and
he did not like
he
this.
absolutely hit on this game.
Hey, Chris about it.
But he did not hold it. He did not hold any punches when it came to it. And I tend to agree with him after playing it for a couple hours. If it is a blatant ripoff, in my opinion, of Overwatch. And then it has the whole Destiny fly-in scene, which, I mean, it's cool, but it's like it's from another game. I've seen this before. It's not new to me. The same with the gameplay. It's not new to me. I've seen this before. If I'm gonna play a new game and pay $40 for it, I want it to be new. I want it to feel like something I haven't done before. If I want rinse and repeat, I just buy COD.
Oh, we get that
By
for
my
this year.
Yeah. So my score for this game is going to be a 5.2.
5.2. Okay.
5.2. And it gets I'll go over again real quick. It gets dinged because it costs money for something that I can get for free, and it's not anything new to me. I mean, even the damn cutscenes are not new.
Did you watch the entire starting cutscene?
I did.
Okay, I got bored about halfway through and ended up skipping it.
So I mean, that's bad. Like that. Like you are a true PC gamer, and you get bored with a cutscene at the beginning of a game before you ever play it, and you go right through it. That's bad. That's not good. That's not a good sign of things to come.
See, that was one of the other things with it as well, is the whole locking most of the game modes behind leveling up. It's like it's a problem that we had with the finals as well. Okay, it didn't take too long to level up, but being forced into one game mode that don't necessarily enjoy, and isn't really the best showcase for the game either.
I agree.
The first game mode was just deathmatch basically, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But COD does the same thing if you think about it. COD locks all that shit behind levels. At least that's how they used to. I have not played the newest rendition of COD. You can't play I think it's like you can't play hardcore until you get to a certain level, which is my preference of playing COD.
But even with COD, it's a playlist that you can go into, so you've got a couple of different game modes in there.
Yeah, I agree. There you go.
Whereas this, and again with the finals, I think the finals was hit really hard by it because it was all the search and destroy mode, so you only have one life. And you've got to have a few games of that before you can go and play anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like deathmatch isn't the mode for this kind of game. It's like when you've got a class-based shooter, it's like you need to have some objective for your team to galvanize around.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think just tying you into having your first, 3, 4, 5 games as a game mode not particularly suited to that game is a bit of a bad idea.
Well, that is our review. Anybody else got any thoughts on that?